I have. Or I should have. See if I really did. How come my stream still shows this off? What? Damn, that took a while. And it's still taking a while, as per usual. Please, hello, yes, there you go. Did they have a cute walking on animation before? Is that new? Or did I just never notice it until now? Very possible I just never noticed it until now. Hi Shy, Turtle High Boots. Oh, they let me, oh, they have... They let you save your presets now, so you can have multiple balls. I forgot. That's a new thing. They put that in finally. So now I can make another ball that isn't Kirby while still having Kirby. Engagement. And I can experiment with current Kirby without having to worry about losing it all. Like, let's see. Just a hole. Maybe strategically placed? Nope, doesn't let me. It's fair. Shell wanted you to say that I'm horny for games, and then I immediately talk about strategically placed hole in my curd ball. I don't know why she'd... I have no idea why she'd say that. Oh, that's good though. Where we put... Ooh. That's good too, because it's like, Kirby doesn't know what a bow is, he doesn't know where it goes. I think I kind of just like it right here though. What anime do you have to eat dead horny Kirby? Twitter bird. Evas. Your dreams are wild to me. As someone who basically never I get a dream a month at best.
Wellspring.
Guess this one's in progress. Okay. Oh, you're using... Oh god, I got blasted forward by the grenades! I can't! That was an auspicious start. Just kind of bomb in on some dude. Totally helpless, and then just do whatever that was. Oh, that's cute. He threw it up there for his friend.
Siphonator.
Oh, his friend died. So that's cute. You're not dead yet? There's someone next to me who is trying to shoot me. I'm just gonna leave. Oh shit, I might have helped him escape. It's fine. They got him. They got him. We teamed up.
Good job, man.
Fight.
Oh, I almost just fell off. I might have just left my friend alone, but it's fine. Thanks for giving me cover? That was weird. Oh, okay, I'm over this way. I took a lot of damage really quick. Oh, he was up there. I'm very hurt now. Yep. That's fair. Whoa! Oh my god. Jesus. Someone on there is being crazy. Wow. Nice. This dude's extremely good. Look at this movement. Holy fuck.
Round 4.
Jesus.
Fight.
Nice shot. Shouldn't have done that. Oh god damn it! I stopped watching the fucking corner. That's when he shows up. Dick. I have 3 HP, so I'm gonna do this. Fuck you. I just want to heal. Rude. These people are much better than me. Especially this one. Oh no, it's gonna fall on me, because, well, we'll see. Well.
Round 5.
There are some real gamers in this game. No fake gamers here. Oh, you took a bad teleporter. Oh, you guys got the other one, so the last person's somewhere else. Ooh, they're above me. Ow, I walked into that grenade. Okay.
What statue?
Oh, that was the last one, but someone spawned just before, I guess. Well, whatever. I traded 6 health for like 70, so I'm fine with that. Okay. Oh my god, come on! That's so good! Just like a pinata.
Fight.
These people are mad that we're winning, I guess.
Frag.
I'm not. What do you want me to do? Like, miss? Or are they mad that we have, like, teamwork? Because, like, literally it was just one person each time.
Victory.
We did it. Yeah, so the thing about being in the air... Oh, they all... Wow, everybody is commending me. Sure. I guess everybody just commends each other. I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to on wait though. Cause another... Oop! I thought I left. Did I not leave in time? Thought I left in time. Anyways, the thing about being in midair in an arena FPS is that there's both good and bad, depending. It makes you nearly immune to rockets unless they hit against a wall behind you or something. And it allows you to rain down rockets really, really well. They put Dr. Disrespect, the weird, probably criminal dude in a video game. How about that? I'm getting an ad for that from Epic Game Store for some reason. Thanks, Epic Game Store. But like it makes you more predictable for hit scan weapons like the rail gun or the shaft. Especially if you're like really high, you're in a really predictable arc. You can't move that arc well in midair. So it's actually really bad to be super high like that guy was. Those are easier shots than you'd think. We don't know what kind of criminal. He did something mysterious. He's just kind of the worst person, and then he got banned off Twitch for reasons that seem to be related to a criminal investigation, but no one knows and no one's talking. And some people claim to know some parts of it, but can't say because it's not confirmed information. And then it all kind of vanished and he came back on YouTube. And all of his fans are 13 years old, so it just kind of went nowhere. I'll be right back. I'm gonna water while this boots up. Yes, Turtle's right. That's the first scandal he had. Well, not the first, but the first big scandal that stopped him from streaming was that he had a stream where he talked about how he cheated on his wife. And how he needed to take a step away. And it was really weird because it felt like a really big performance piece, but he had also definitely actually cheated on his wife. Weird. And people just thought like maybe he's gone. But then he came back and he got bigger than ever because, I don't know. Again, his fans are 13 years old. Gamer types. And like 30-year-old really, really awful gamer types. So neither of those types of people give a shit. Oh yeah, he streamed a bathroom. That happened. I don't even remember that exactly. But he did do that. But anyways, so then like a few months ago, he got mysteriously banned from Twitch like immediately for reasons that Twitch would not specify, which is not unusual. They don't typically, but usually someone knows at some point, and then people kept saying, "Oh, I have some unconfirmed sources that say like deep shit," and it looked like he was being investigated by like federal authorities. So the idea was like either he's fucked up on some tax shit, or he's fucked up some other way that gets the feds on you, you know? But then nothing came of it other than that he's not allowed on Twitch anymore, and they made it clear they wouldn't reverse the ban for any reason. And a lot of people like developed really bizarre conspiracy theories about how he did it on purpose so he can go join up with Ninja and make their own thing, because Ninja was leaving Mixer, and I don't know. Everything is stupid. Everything is stupid all the time, and I can't believe I'd rather have E! Entertainment news-level celebrity gossip than this stupid bullshit.
Previously on Alan Wake, I wrote a horror story that has come true. Thomas Zane did the same in the 70s.
You will go no further.
If I continue like the Dark Presence wants me to, the story I'm writing won't save Alice. It's a horror story. No one will survive.
You knew Zane, Thomas Zane.
Don't worry, Shell, you'll never have to touch him.
In the song.
He left something behind to help me.
Or be on camera with him at all, actually.
As you
So
stood on the rim
you're
of
safe.
Cauldron Lake,
You're safe from him.
Clifton's
It's
hand
us
into the
guys we
deep
gotta
breath
worry about.
and jumped.
I can get to her now. I can finish this.
Departure. Hey, that's the name of his book.
I had a hangover. My head was about to explode and the light hurt my eyes. I needed my sunglasses and painkillers to dull the pain. In one of my finer moments of self-deception, I swore to quit drinking.
There we go. Sensitivity's alright. Those sunglasses. I gotta look cool.
The sunglasses made the world look bearable. Now I could keep my eyes open without feeling like a vampire in the sun.
Oh boy, that noise is bad. It's supposed to be. And it is.
The pills worked fast. The prospect of being awake started to seem bearable again.
Prospect of being awake.
There was a message waiting for me on the machine.
Doesn't have quite as much work going on.
You have one new message.
Ow! Are you still asleep? Wakey, wakey! You should have your show on your TiVo. If Alice wasn't too mad to record it. As she called me earlier and really chewed me out. Yeah, we went a little overboard last night. But parties are a part of this business. Al, look, I'm saying this as your friend.
Jesus,
You're
Barry.
not doing your career any favors by trying to run your life like that, okay? I'll talk to you later, Al. Watch the show!
Look, I'm not saying you should divorce your wife. But I am saying you should divorce your wife. Oh, this is good, actually.
Welcome back to the Harry Dalit Show.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. We have a great show tonight. I've been talking with the best-selling author Alan Wake about his new book, The Sudden Stop. Yeah, good read. Go buy it. No, it is a good read. Look, I'm gonna be honest here.
Is that wise?
No, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I got people who give me the lowdown on books. I'm a busy guy. But this one, I actually read from cover to cover. I mean, I'm a big fan.
Wow, thanks.
Now, this might be a
Get nice and
spoiler
close
for
to this
those
big
who
ass
haven't read
TV.
the book yet. Based on the sales figures, the 2 people out there who haven't read the book yet. But this
Oh, hi,
last
Nacho.
book is all about the death of the main character, the hard-boiled New York detective, Alex Casey. Now, there's been a lot of outrage about this. Why the hell did you kill Casey? What the hell were you thinking, man?
Good riddance. No, seriously. 7 years and 6 books is a long time.
This is like
He was a
pitch
gloomy guy to
perfect.
spend all your working hours with, and it was a good run. But it's time to explore new things. My next book will be a departure from the old for me.
A departure.
You selfish bastard. Always thinking of yourself. Well, you've certainly given us a lot of entertainment over the years. And now that you mention it, Casey was a gloomy guy. Never had much luck with his love life with the ladies. Was that autobiographical in any way?
Yeah, no kidding. Casey's lady friends tended to die on him. With Casey...
God, it's like they're not even talking to each other. It's
No,
great.
Nothing autobiographical about that. I'm a happily married man. My wife is my muse.
Well, congratulations. That's great to hear. So, how's the publicity tour been treating you? Good?
He's like
Great.
looking around.
But I gotta say, I'm glad to be back home in New York.
Well, you've certainly been on the news a lot lately. Lots of parties and...
God, how long does this go? It'd be great if this were a full-length TV show and we just sat here and watched it.
Oh, man. Well, that guy was really in my face. I lost my temper. I know that wasn't cool.
You are famous for that temper.
Well, I did also write several books.
Your latest novel is called
It's a
The
good- it's a
Sudden
joke. We have
Stop.
fun.
It's in
We have
bookstores
fun.
now. Go get it. That means the two of you out there who haven't bought it yet. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all we have for you tonight. I want to thank
Oh, that's
all our
right.
guests for the evening. Alan Wake, Sam Lake. What's more,
Sam Lake here is the writer.
our musical guests.
Oh my god, I forgot he's there.
Thank you. And good night.
I remember that was somewhere in the show.
I told myself I could live with that. I didn't say anything stupid if that's what you want to know.
Okay, Grumpy. You want to ask me something?
Are you going to start with me about drinking now?
You know,
I
Jesus,
should have
Alan.
followed her advice, but suddenly I was angry.
So
Mostly at
that did the
myself.
face thing.
And she
So
was
Sam
a
Lake there,
convenient
the other
victim.
guy on the couch, is the writer of both Max Payne and this game, and Max Payne 2 and some other stuff. But he also provided the face model for Max Payne, who was infamously had a really weird grimace on his face the whole game. So that's what Do the Face was. He was doing the Max Payne face.
What? Now you can't even talk to me?
I mean, it's establishing
Fine, I
exactly
was
where his
angry because you
relationship
said you'd be
actually
home at
was.
midnight and you showed up at
More or
7
less.
a.m. and passed out in mid-sentence. Now I'm over it. Are you angry?
This goddamn tour. It's gotten out of hand.
Oh, honey. It's almost over, right? We can get back to normal. Then you can start writing again.
I'm sorry, honey.
Alan, you're not thinking straight. Just take a shower and go back to bed, huh?
Yeah, you're right, honey. I'm sorry. Once this is over, let's go away together. A vacation. Just you and me. Some peace and quiet.
And eventually they did. And it worked out great.
Somehow, the clicker was the key to the cabin. I had to return to Cauldron Lake to save Alice. I'm going back to the lake to finish this. I'm going to write an ending to the story in the manuscript on my own terms.
Yeah,
To
so
make
he
it all
has the
right.
clicker,
Why can't you just
which he
write it
wrote.
here? The last page is still
Well,
in the typewriter.
it's ambiguous
I need
exactly
to
who
read
wrote
it
it, I
first.
guess.
Everything needs to be just right. Zane tried to cut some corners, and it didn't end well.
Okay, ready when you are.
I'm sorry, Sarah, but I need to do this alone. Barry, take her gun.
Jesus, Wake.
Miss
You could do
Weaver,
that without
close
pointing the
door
gun.
when I leave.
Good luck, Al.
Because he doesn't think they can
See
help.
you later.
Because he's gonna have to go into the darkness to do it, and he doesn't want them to risk their lives for no reason, is why. Oh, he took the gun just so that she wouldn't try and stop him, because he thought that she would.
When I got out,
Barry's probably gonna give her the gun back immediately.
I'd flicked the switch of the clicker. Had it done this? I didn't stop to question it. I had to take advantage of the sunlight to get to the lake. On Zane's page, I'd stood on the rim of Cauldron Lake, about to use the clicker. That's where I was headed.
See, So yeah, he got the clicker that either Zane wrote into his life or he took from his life and wrote into this. And I think it's pretty deliberately ambiguous.
In daylight, surrounded by the beauty
Surrounded
of
by
Pacific
the
Northwest
grabbing
landscape,
coffee.
it was hard not to let doubt creep in one last time. I could still chalk everything up to a dream, a delusion. I had enough imagination to make up something like this, having been in the cabin all this time, trapped in a story inside my head, gone mad from grief over Alice's death like Hartman had claimed. There would be no way of knowing. I told myself it didn't really matter. My course was set.
Oh my god, it forces your view to the fucking Verizon sign. Yeah, the Microsoft partnership. It's a little awkward. I decided to go back. Again. Wonder if it lets me. Oh, nope. Alan's like, I'm not even gonna comment on that one. Well, remember that Zane wrote poems. He was a poet. He was not a fiction writer. So he had to write all this with poetry, I guess. Or maybe really shitty fiction. I'm not sure. I don't think we ever get to see what he wrote. Oh, nice. Energizer. We have been picking those up. Gotta show some more ads in here. Oh, yeah, I gotta take a piss. Rest stop. Oh, the Majestic Hotel, just down the road. Laundry facilities, cable TV, kitchenette in every room. Good lord. You guys have any coffee? I desperately need some coffee. No? Okay, well at least I sort of slightly banged my car, so I need a new one. You can just, it's sort of, rest stops are like take a car, leave, it's like take a penny, leave a penny, but it's like with cars, I think. You can just do that. And go over there now. Launching area ahead. This looks like a place. I guess I could have driven over here. There's not coffee here. There's a hunting rifle. That's almost as good as coffee. It's not coffee. Huh, do I just have a choice of how to get there? I'd rather drive through the motel, I guess. Oh, Nightingale gets more focus in one of the side things. I think there's Nightingale's memoirs or something. I can't quite recall that, actually. But I think one of the side, like, bits of information dumps that you can get for this with this game is just like his journals. Or his investigate, or it's like his investigation and he compiled it all, I think. Oh my god, there's no traction here. Oh, I see, if I'd driven this way, I would have just ended up here for no reason. It's just like random-ass open world. I guess they had some more open world left over. Oop. Can I get around?
Me. There was a link between us, always would be. I could feel its presence again, getting closer.
I will kill your wife.
Not even a hello, Barbara? Just a, I'm gonna kill your wife?
The Dark Presence was no longer trying to capture the Rider so he could create the ending it wanted. The Rider knew too much. He was too strong. And he carried a weapon left behind by Thomas Zane, something that could hurt it. Now, the Darkness was doing everything in its power to simply stop the Rider from ever reaching Cauldron Lake and the dark place it came from.
So yeah. Now it's less interested in using my writing and forcing me to finish my writing. It just wants me to stop. Should have thought of that, Barbara, before you... I don't know. Took my wife? Actually, honestly, taking my wife was a pretty safe bet. I don't blame you. Makes sense. Good play. You know, sometimes even when someone makes a good play against you, you have to admit it's just a good play. I'm not getting mad about it. Oh, nope. Definitely taking that one. Oh, I gotta shuffle to the passenger side to get out. Oh, it's broken. Dick. Expert wife kill. Yeah, it was great. No one saw you in electrical or anything. Oh. Yeah, it turned day to night, too. Or put us in a realm where it was already night. More likely. Oh, I got a Chivo for running people over, called a right of way. That's cute. They played the Sun song. Ooh, kind of dragged that one. Oh, here's the hotel they were talking about. Or motel. Hey folks, maybe I'm exposing my ignorance here. I've stayed in both. I don't know what the difference between a hotel and a motel is. Motel's just, like, cheaper. That's all I really know. Is it that you can drive up to it? That was actually a little scary. That actually did scare me. Oh, hey. I'll take that.
This had obviously been the room where Agent Nightingale had stayed when he hadn't been busy harassing me.
There's a bunch of pictures of pretty much everyone, actually. Because presumably he had a bunch of random manuscript pages. By the way, my personal theory with Agent Nightingale is that Alan Wake might have specifically taken him and written him such that... Jesus! I think Alan Wake specifically wrote him to capture Alan Wake. Because Alan needed a reason that he would get to the police department. And, like, basically be safe at the police department for a bit.
Based on the signature in the motel register, Agent Nightingale had stayed here, in room number 2.
Motor Hotel. Oh, so the idea is that you can drive up to it and just, like, drive up right to your room. The Majestic Motel. General information. Refundable $100 security deposits required on all reservations. No personal checks accepted. We take all major credit cards and bank cards. Checkout time is 10 a.m. No loud music, no pets. 1 vehicle per unit. Facilities are for registered guests only. No visitors are allowed on the premises after 9 p.m. No exceptions. We hope you enjoy your stay at the Majestic. If you're a senior or a vet, ask about our discounts. Oh, I see. I could have gone this way. Oh! No. I like the hunting rifle. Thank you for giving me the option. Is there anything around front? Nope. Get some Stanky Ho sunglasses. Wait, oh shit. Did I miss some Stanky Ho sunglasses? I don't know, Shell. That would be like stealing, right? Stanky Ho sunglasses. Damn it. See, I'd love to take these, but that would be stealing. That's theft, Shell. Just because we're facing a world-ending threat. Doesn't mean you can just go and steal whatever you want. Okay, good. I was like, for a second, can I jump high enough to get out of this? Do any of these cars work? I would like a working car, please. I guess I brought one, didn't I? Wait. Where'd my... Didn't I come here with a car? Where did I put it? Where I put... Oh, hold on. Did the darkness steal my car? Dude, where's my car? Darkness fucking jacked my wheels, man. Oh no, here it is. Oh, but hold on. Oh, but hold on. Give me a sec here. Give me a sec. It's my car now, isn't it? I'm driving it, so... This isn't stealing, it's trading. Ooh, hell yeah. Wow, look at that suspension that definitely flew off the car for a second. Nailed it. Nailing it. Okay, I guess it doesn't want me to drive up there, so easy. Just take a drive through here. You don't suppose. I'm sure I can't, but I gotta try. This ride's pretty sweet, but this ride is sweeter. Damn it. Aim. That's exactly right, Turtle. But this isn't my car. Ooh, not this way. Nope, nope, nope. The Taken on the other side of the fence are like, do we go? He's close, but we're kind of... Oh, jeez. All right, all right. Oh, you're gonna throw an axe at me. So the other darkness is throwing like a tractor at me. You'll throw an axe, and you think that's gonna do a thing. Oh man, this thing like, it just drifts. It's great. Farm equipment, my one weakness. So yeah, this is again another bit that plays, I think, like the open world segment would have, the open world parts of the original game as it was designed would have played like this. Where you get in and out and like you're trying to get to a place. And you're just sort of stymied by various things and you have to get out and explore places. Look at the inverse kinematics on that bad boy. Look at him go. Actually, there's no inverse kinematics. It's just a canned animation. Looks very bad, actually. But that's like the only time he walks up a ramp that strong, so... Oh, there's a third thing. Hi. Well, goodbye. That was it dying from full damage, I guess.
What the hell?
Well, I'm not gonna crush on the one that's still moving. Nope! That was very close. I can't dodge both of them. Oop, that one fell. That's ominous. Oh, it looked like a Deer Fest thing, but it's not. Oh, I walked into it. My fault. Yep. It's kind of like a dragon. It's close to a dragon. It's close enough. You're right. Well, I was close. Yeah, we were attacked by a Deerfest foe. It's absolutely. They've even taken over Deerfest. Bonk. Oop, what am I? Oh, what? Just because I'm not driving on the road, it's quote-unquote bad for the car? Oh shit, a possessed car. Oh, are we gonna do drag racing? Holy shit, look how cool that car is. He's rolling coal. By coal, I mean darkness. Oh, I'm right up behind you. You can't do anything about it. What are you gonna do? Turn around? Done. Dude, just ragdoll. I bet the Dark Presence played like the original GTA and thinks it's so good that they never tried 3 or onward. I bet the Dark Presence is the kind of... They fucking played GTA 4 and like, well, this is the best one. I love their mature take on storytelling. All the rest of the GTA games are too goofy for me. Okay. That was kind of weird that that happened right there. That's just a ship's anchor. Okay, before I go forward. Oh. I think that car is supposed to be a gift for me. Oh, I'm gonna go get it. Oh, it's a fast person. Nope. The cars do have health, by the way, if that's not obvious. I don't think I've had one I'm driving break down on me yet, but they absolutely can. The one I have is smoking a lot, so... I should probably drive this new car, or this car that was new till I rammed it with my old car. And now it's less new. It's like new. Oh, I can outrun the fast runner man. Nice hack, Stork! Ooh. We made it. Grabbing coffee. Wait, what was I supposed to be doing? I think it was just coffee. Alright, we're just gonna take care of you right here while you're on the ground. I don't think that got him. It didn't. It wasn't fast enough. There you go. Hay bales can't save you. No one can save you from police truck. Oh, wait. Oh, light and power. That's cute. It's not a police car, it's a light and power car. It's the power company that... the logos that have been helping us the whole time. I'm gonna keep this one, even though that car is very fun to drive. This one's thematic. School bus. Ow. Oh, you... I was just wondering when that thing was gonna fall, and then I realized it's probably not. Good thing this thing's... well, it's built like a truck. Who would take the pump action shotgun when you could have had the double barreled earlier? Pump action's objectively the worst of the 3 long guns. It's not even close. I don't want to drive that one. Fine, jerks. They're forcing me to switch my car out. Like, might be... oh no, they're forcing me to not make a car. It's not drivable. Okay, explosive canisters. Yep. Oh! Hold on, got it. See that? Okay, yep. Shit. Maybe I should use the hunting rifle for some of that. Never find a good time to switch, though. Hi, Rex. Should I call you Rex or Salubrious? I shouldn't have used hunting rifle shots on those jerks. Grabbing
The
right.
bottom of Cauldron Lake was a graveyard of things the lake had claimed in one way or another over the decades. The Dark Presence brought them up in its wake, scattering the rotten waterlogged hull of an old boat here, the remains of a long ago crashed airplane there, trees shattered under the impacts. The earth groaned. It didn't even notice.
God, the audio design in this game is fantastic. I'm talking over a lot of it, but the way that the creepiness fades out when you get into the light is genuinely very welcoming. Oh, hey! Another latent power truck. spawned some fires up there. That's kind of bad. Auto salvaged and used parts. 50% off sale? Holy shit. Holy shit, Alan Wake said to himself. I gotta get me some of those deals. Wait, what's over there? Oh, I don't even think I can leave if I wanted to. I could go there. But let's follow the arrows. Shall we? Nope. Thought I saw some flares. This feels very much like a trap. See? Now, if I didn't know better, I'd say those people were here to trap me. Really good class. All visitors must see the yard manager! You must sign a liability waiver before entering the yard. If you're looking for a specific part, ask for it first. For you pull it, you must bring your own tools. Wear protective clothing. Warning, junk piles may shift. Hazardous area. Retrospect, that's probably not the used car salesman tone was not maybe the right one to use there. Ooh, perfect. I gotta start pulling that out sooner, huh? Really? You backed all the way out there, buddy? Come on now. It's not stealing if it's coffee. Coffee belongs to everybody. They're both Energizer batteries, by the way, if that's not obvious. Both kinds of the batteries you can get. Lithium batteries just give you more number of batteries in your meter. Gotta get those Chivas. Although I'm sure I've missed one. Ooh, flare gun. Flare. Flashbang. I open the gate. Hey guys, I'm here. Sorry, I had to go to the bathroom, but I'm ready to ambush Alan Wake when he... Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. I feel like I can hear someone else walking around. I don't see them. Shale, I can fall for it every time, and I will fall for it every time. You can't stop me. Oh, you were the guy who was left behind. I knew there was somebody. By the way, the color flashlight, you can boost it just like a normal flashlight. But you can't insert batteries to make it recharge faster, but it also just recharges very quickly, so you can kind of just use it as much as you want. There's a crane overhead that seems very danger. And a bulldozer that seems danger. Oh, manuscript page. I didn't see
Zane
it.
cut its heart out, but it didn't die. The thing that wore Barbara's face kept crooning sweet nothings sugar-laced with poison. He put on the suit, untied the monster from the chair. The thing in his arms thrashed weakly, but he held fast. He stepped outside, off the pier, and into the dark water, a sinking pinprick of light descending toward a bottom that never came.
So, he did go diving. Oh, that was just asking me to pick up the batteries. I saw a little prompt. Dude. For a second I thought that flashbang was... I keep thinking the flashbangs are coffee and getting excited. Oops. Well, that's not suspicious. Thought about getting in the car to do this. I'm gonna get in the car. Oh, look, it's got a little face. Oh, this is bad news. Okay, there we go. Now it's trapped. Now it's trapped. And I'm free. Now you're the Austin Powers. Shell, I think you shouldn't eat anything. Nobody should eat. Let's stop doing it. No, but you shouldn't eat the bad food. You should only eat the good food. Oh, it's raising up very slowly. I'm gonna face this way just in case. Yeah, I see you, buddy. Oh, I'm gonna leave that one. I'm gone. He's gonna throw an axe at me. Gonna miss. You park. Oh, I didn't have room to get out, so it just shoved me out. It's nice. What is gaming whiskey? I'm choosing to interpret your statement as you've gotten by on gaming whiskey and gaming spite, but I know what gaming spite is. So what's gaming whiskey? Oh boy, spooky mining caves. Guess I got maximum revolver ammo.
When I told Barry my plan back in the well-lit room, I'd acted as if I knew what I was doing. I didn't. I was operating on the shifting logic of a dream. I had to fight my way to the lake through the horrors of the night. I had to flick an old battered light switch imbued with childhood magic. I had to write a happy ending to a horror story. I had to save my wife from the dark prison she was being held in.
Hardest thing of all. I had to do my job as a writer. Oop. Didn't really realize that I wasn't going anywhere. Well, maybe if I open that door, I can bring the truck with me. Oof. Just gonna push it all away. Bring out these muscles, bro. Haunted box. Physics. Very noticeable lights. Yeah, that's... This is, suspicious as fuck. Oh my god,
Never give her to you.
It's a Wild West town. We're gonna have a shootout. Mining company. Don't mind if I do. Grabbing coffee. Use lightning, then summon the crows. You're right. Crows would be really helpful here. See, the problem is if I summon the crows in this game... Wait a minute. The enemy summons crows against me. There's an evil witch. Is this... Is Bullet Witch Barbara Yeager? That did not affect you the way I thought it would. Oh dear, I overused it. Come on. Oh, you're just content to stand there, I guess. Oops, I missed. Oh, that's not gonna work. Come on, reload, reload. Are we good? We good? Feels like we good. Hi, maid. I need 49. It's true, I did. And fuck this minecart, I guess. There they go. Hold on, let me...
The dark place I found myself in was unlike anything I could ever have imagined. It wasn't solid. It flowed. It was conceptual and subjective. For someone else, an artist in another field, it would have been very different. I could sense the story of the manuscript all around me, the words and ideas floating in the air, poised to become real.
Doop, 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 doop. Wait, what over here? Oh, nothing. Yeah, it's literally nothing. Nice try, juked. And now you're gone forever. Owned.
I could see Mirror Peak in the distance. That's where Cauldron Lake was.
That's pretty far still. Give me a car. Wow, I have 9 flare gun shots. Minecart madness! What happens if I jump? Oh, I can't jump. That's actually a big disappointment. But understandable. That they didn't introduce momentum physics for one segment of the game. Oop. Alright then. Guess we don't get to minecart our way back. Oh, I guess there's just another ladder there. You know what? Gonna go take that ladder. Then come back. Or gonna go take that save point, more specifically. I think I could go down that way. Do I want to? Is there paint indicating that there's something nice there? No, that means there's probably coffee down here instead. Oh. God damn, they're giving me 11! I have more shots for the flare gun than I do for the hunting rifle. Getting silly. Guess I'll just start using them like crazy. There wasn't any coffee, though. Daddy's juice. I just... Sure, why not? Out of here. You're still not threatening. Grab the coffee. They wanted to protect the coffee. I understand it now. They can't. Nothing can stop me from my coffee. Ow! Jesus! Oh shit! Oh, I ran into the dark stuff. The lake is made of coffee. Or maybe the coffee is made from the lake. The whiskey was. Or, it's not whiskey. Moonshine. Not whiskey. Because we talked about whiskey earlier. Good. I want to get another flare for the one I used. I was running a little low on flares, just say. Hey, we never learned why there was a crashed plane, did we? There's just a crashed plane somewhere, wasn't there? In, like, chapter 1? What was up with that? Gotcha. Prediction shot. He doesn't see me. I don't think he saw me. They give you a lot of shotgun ammo here, huh? Maybe I should have taken a shotgun. Oh! Ah, he got away from it. Oh, it's not a piece of a house, it's a piece of a boat. Moving on to fire. There's coffee in there. That's not right. Didn't do that right. Alright, let's get to a... Let's take the fight somewhere better. Somewhere with coffee that I can grab. Come on. Oop. Give me a sec. There we go. Here's a boat. Things that fall to the bottom of lakes, by the way, is the theme of shit that's getting dropped on my, well, in my path. Okay, I'm almost out of revolver, so should use something else. Yeah, those are gas cylinders. They were being held by the crane and they got dropped. And it went all slow-mo and cool, because that's what happens when there's enough explosions in an area. It's called slowdown and it happens in real life. As the real-world CPU can't handle all the explosion particles. Oh shit. Okay, that's what that noise was. Hi. Where are these weird structures that I don't know what they are, but they've got something to do with mining? I guess they're built to support structures in the mine? I am trying to learn about mining, Barbara. Barbara. Jesus. Oh shit. Alright. Okay. You're fine. Things are going well. I was kind of tempted to do some Super Mario Sunshine here. I was tempted to shoot a flare at it, but probably a waste. You want the darkness in? Well, it's stuff that's in a lake. It's from Cauldron Lake. But, you know, I don't know. Could be lake sharks. Someone's probably written about lake sharks, so the darkness wears her face. I mean, I'd say we got that one, but I guess she didn't know what order we'd be running into these things in, so she had to sort of scatter the lore about. The darkness controls the Taken. Got that one. Got that one too, actually. But appreciate it. Ish.
I needed to get the generator running.
I tried to do it by hitting the button a bunch. Didn't work. Then I tried hitting the button some more, and it didn't work. So I gave up and went home. And that was the end of my story. And that's why the darkness didn't like it very much. It ended really badly. Wait, I actually don't know where to go next. Oh, wire over there, I see it. But let me just check this little house over here. You never know when some of these, like, miners from 50 years ago might have left behind some coffee. See? Coffee to grab for me, Alan Wake. Never be or be closely associated that yet. That's not a bad moral. It's just good. I'm not even sure it's a moral. It's just good advice. Oh, I have max flares. Oh, he just ran into that. Yep. Nice one, dude. Oh damn, this dude is a big shadow. Very big. Ah, that's a big boy. Well, as I looked into the Taken's eyes, I knew it was truly big boy season. Oh, it's safe. They actually had a different, if you remember, they did not have a reservation for it. They had a reservation for a different place, and Barbara intercepted them. And poor Carl Stuckey, who they'd actually rented a different place from, tried to catch them. And then he died later. Like, kind of immediately, actually. Poor Carl Stuckey. If Carl Stuckey had run a little bit faster, though, then it would have been like, hey, wait! I got your keys here, Mrs. Wake, Mr. Wake. And then they'd be like, oh, but that weird lady, creepy lady, met me in the bathroom. And then you'd be like, well, I don't know what that's about, but here's your keys. And then the game doesn't happen.
After Zane
It's kind of his
was
fault.
gone, I stood alone in the shifting dream that was the dark place. I had to find a way to the cabin. I'd written myself a way through this place in the manuscript. I followed the idea of a path. I'd written myself across the ocean that blocked my way, and with that, there was a bridge to the island beyond. The idea of the cabin flickered in the underwater darkness. I willed the cabin to be real, and it was.
The secret works, folks.
Turn back now.
Oh, I have a flare gun equipped. Well, I don't think we need the dramatic slow-mo for that one, but alright. Oh, you're coming from this angle. I feel like he's not supposed to be trapped behind that boat like that, but I'll take it. Spooky Scarecrow.
Do as you're told.
Ow! Don't. Don't know why that second one hit me. Oh shit. It's the tornado.
It's never loved you.
Well, okay, no need to get personal. Suck. Okay, that one got me. We ain't even putting up with that one.
You can't win.
Infinite flare gun ammo right there. Hold on. Yeah, she summoned Tornado. It's not his best weapon. His best weapon is his writing. And his love for his wife. Okay, the flare gun's the best weapon.
Hell!
Baby, you were having a bad dream. It was just another nightmare.
No,
Everything's fine. You're home.
it wasn't a dream.
Everything's fine.
Turn the lights on. Turn the lights on!
Shh, baby. The power's out. There's no light. Come back to bed and I'll make you forget all about your fear of the dark.
My fear? It's your fear. Why aren't you afraid? You're not Alice. Turn the lights on now. Where's the clicker? What did you do with it?
Alan, honey, you're still 1 foot in a dream. You're not making any sense. Come back to bed.
Things are normal. No painkillers.
Alan, you're scaring me now. Come back to bed. Have you taken your pills? Do you want me to call Dr. Hartman? I read
I
your
like this bit.
manuscript. It's brilliant. Departure is your best work yet. You're a genius. I'm so proud of you. Come back to bed. We'll talk more about it in the morning.
Like, maybe he'll like that.
Come back to bed, Alan.
Come back to bed, Tom.
This is basically what New York City looks like. Am I right, folks? Hi, Zane.
You must find your way to the cabin. It stands in your way. It won't let you pass. It has no heart. It's filled with darkness. You must fill its heart with light.
I wanted to be the one to fill Barbara Yecker's dark soul with light!
Don't mind him. He's Mr. Scott. Your friends will meet him when you're gone. Use the clicker.
So now we're really in the darkness here. Oop. And now we've got a new mechanic, which is extremely cool. And you'll notice every time we break one of these, you can hear typing. So these are the words. And he's, like, taking them back from the darkness. Dropping cart. Crate. This part is just extremely good. Oop. So we made a path over here.
I'm leaving you.
What?
I'm leaving you, Alan. I met someone. I'm in love with someone else.
Alice? No, what are you saying? You can't.
You don't love me. How could you? You don't even love yourself. All you do is torture yourself with work you can't do anymore.
No, I love you more than anything in the world. You're my muse.
I'm not.
Who are you? What have you done with my Alice?
Alan? What are you doing? Put the light back on. What are you doing, Alan? Stop! Put the light back on!
It wasn't true.
It's the
Nothing
shoebox.
like that had ever happened.
But you can't. The shoebox the clicker was in, but you can't get at it.
You're not my Barbara.
Tom, let me go. I promise to be good.
This is a really good depiction of like a crazy alternate universe to me. I love it.
I will help you write your masterpiece. I will love you forever.
No, you're not Barbara Jagger. I made a terrible mistake. I should have never written you back. You came back wrong. Your heart is filled with darkness.
Put that knife away, Thomas. Put it down.
My heart is filled with darkness. I'll cut it out. Take you back to the depths you came from.
Filled with darkness.
Cabin to be real.
I guess that's a little clue there. Who is Mr. Scratch? Don't worry about him. He's not important to this plot line. Don't worry about him too much. There's just a lot going on.
Where am I? Let me go!
Alice! Alice! Coming!
Your husband refused to do as he was told. All he had to do was write what I wanted him to write. Now it's too late. It's his fault. You'll stay here forever.
He's important later, mate. Much later.
Now you will never get her back. I am much older than you. Older than your first work of art. I will find a new face.
Yeah, Zane pulled her heart out.
Someone else to dream me free.
Possibly literally. Deep under the lake. Honestly, Shell, when it comes to Barbara Jagger and her lies, I just clicked right through.
Presence close by. I understood what I had to do now. I knew how to write the ending to Departure. There's light and there's darkness. Cause and effect. There's guilt and there's atonement. But the scales always need to balance. Everything has a price. That's where Zane had gone wrong.
Click.
There's a long journey through the night back into the light.
Alice? Alice? no, no!
So you see, Zane fucked up because he wanted a happy ending. That is some air physics. But Alan knows that the good story doesn't end with him coming out on top because he's kind of a shitheel. So he gets to go live in a lake. I mean, he's got a good lake house. Nice view. Man, I can't believe you've ruined the ending that we're currently watching. Oh, thank God, Deerfest is saved. But now she's the new Lantern Lady. And Nightingale's still there. Being weird.
It's not a lake. It's an ocean.
Alan, wake up.
And that's the end. So as you can probably tell... Yeah, and then period. It's a great end. It is also very open-ended, because this was originally supposed to be the start of a series. Now, there's 2 DLCs left, to be fair, and those actually do add onto the story, and I'll be playing those next week, I think? Unless there's a reason I wouldn't. I don't think Garbage Day will have started in... Oh, you're right! Yeah, so there's 2 more DLCs, which I'm going to do in one stream. They're both about a little under an hour long, so... one of them's great, one of them's not. First one's not, the second one is what I remember. Spotted, that's correct. Thank you for the correct title. So... I guess I can just say now, because I won't be playing it. So yeah, the 2 DLCs continue the story, but they don't finish it. They leave it more open-ended, if anything. And then Microsoft was like, we actually don't care about you guys very much, and Made can probably be more specific. But the long and short of it is that Alan Wake, after being very set up for more sequels, and a continuing story, didn't get it. And for years lay fallow, and then Remedy was like, well, we can do something, and they made a little side game called Alan Wake's American Nightmare, which is similar to this game gameplay-wise, but more arcadey, more actiony, and it only has like 3 areas that you repeat, and I actually think it's a pretty good game, all things considered, but it's definitely a side game. It was made when you'd make $20 games for Xbox Live Arcade, and that was what you did, and they did that. And it was sort of supposed to set stuff up. Mr. Scratch is in it. He's very important in it. And I won't really reveal what goes in it, because it might spoil the DLCs a little bit. But the TLDR is that it kind of continues the story, but it actually just ends up not continuing it at all and leaving it in stasis. And it was sort of supposed to be like a little arcadey morsel. And then we're going to get more Alan Wake after. And then we didn't get more Alan Wake. At all. Yeah, it had to be under 2 gigs. That makes sense. There was a lot of restrictions on Xbox Live Arcade. Yeah, I'm gonna be getting to the Control. So anyways, after American Nightmare, which people kind of like, but they're like, well, it's not more Alan Wake, so it's nice that it exists so I can get more Alan Wake. Then that didn't happen for years. And then Control came out, and Control, hidden away in it, has a few references to Alan Wake, and people are like, oh? And then, they announced a Control DLC, which was AWE, which could stand for several things in Control, but mostly stood for Alan Wake Experience. And I think it's out now, and if it is, that's what I'll be playing next. I'll be playing all of Control and then the DLCs. Because I've played all of Control, but I haven't played any of the DLCs yet, so... So yeah, so that's, now you know the story of Alan Wake, roughly. I mean, you know the broad strokes. And as long as we're listening to Space Odyssey and whatever... Oh yeah, he made that video, I remember that video. We would love to make more Alan Wake, it would be super cool, but we can't ever do it, ever. Which is why it was so exciting when Control was like, here's Alan Wake, we're backdooring it in. Now I'd like to talk about my fan theory. This is just a theory. A game theory. But here's my suspicion. I don't think Thomas Zane existed until Alan Wake wrote him. I think Alan Wake created Thomas Zane as part of his writing. Which makes way more sense to me than the alternative. And there's a lot of things that I think are hints to that. One is you come up... A really obvious one to me is you come up to the Bright Springs... That's not it. You know, the TV the TV episode. And Barry's like, oh, is this one of the ones you wrote? And then in the TV episode, there's a whole bit about how... there's writing that controls things, and then there's a diver in there. Like one of the... Oh no, it's about the sleeper. It's the one about the dreamer, where there's like a kid dreaming, and they're all people in the kid's dream, and they don't want to wake him up. And one of the characters in there is a diver, in a full diving suit. And it's like... That's... I think he pulled from that. There's a lot of other things. I'm not going to remember them all. But the fact that Thomas Zane suddenly didn't exist doesn't make a ton of sense. It's not totally clear that the Cauldron Lake can affect the whole world. Like, that's a pretty huge change to erase someone from existence retroactively, but still leave some evidence that he existed. And it only really makes sense if it's something Alan Wake put in as a plot hook so that he could have a helper. Night Springs, thank you, that was it. I couldn't remember. I knew it wasn't Bright Springs, because Bright Falls is the actual. Oh man, I'm not gonna remember all of my theory now. There's more to it than that. But basically, I think there's a ton of supporting evidence that Alan Wake wrote. Thomas Zane may or may not have existed. But if he did exist, he probably wasn't really around anymore and actually did like get totally vanished and killed, and Alan Wake wrote him back in, or Alan Wake invented him whole cloth while writing The Departure in that week. I mean, the reason they never wrote his books, it's explained like he wrote himself out of existence in order to stop himself from ever having written with the darkness in the first place, kind of thing. Yeah, I know, I mean, I can't prove it. It's obviously open to interpretation, but I think there's a lot of hints. I think it's a deliberate interpretation they put in, because there's a few things where it just... Oh man, I'm gonna forget some of them now. But, like, that makes more sense to me. I mean, the alternative is that Thomas Zane created Alan Wake. But it doesn't sound like Thomas Zane had a lot of control over what he was doing. And so to write a whole person into existence as a backdoor plan to defeat everything, including the clicker, it makes more sense that Alan Wake took the clicker from his childhood and it was significant and meaningful to him and already existed, and so he could write it into his story well. Same as he wrote, say, Agent Nightingale to get him in the right spot at the right time. I'll have to think of more. I know there was more, and I've forgotten it after playing this game for a few hours. Dang. I actually had a thought, like, just while I was playing the stream, I had one where I was like, oh, that's a new thing that sort of aligns with this. Oh, that's one. Yeah, Visk has one that is one piece of evidence where, like, he's sort of like, this is a clicker that my mom gave to me. And it kind of does sound like he's making it up, and Alice accuses him of making it up on the spot, and he's like, well, eh. So I think he did make it up on the spot, but it ended up, like, and so then he reused that bit of made up on the spot story in his writing. What if Barry? What if Barry, though? I hadn't considered that. That's true. Barry is Thomas Zane. He wrote himself into Barry. Oh, that was another one. Yes, the one that I thought of just this stream. So Sam Lake is real in this universe, and Alan Wake was sitting on a couch next to him. But anytime, and also, Max Payne's voice. Oh wait, that doesn't work. Oh yeah, that's right. There's actually two things. One, actually, I guess maybe it's just one thing. When we hear Alex Casey novels, it comes out in Thomas Zane's voice. It's the same voice actor. It's Max Payne who does Thomas Zane and Max Payne. And obviously part of the reason we do that is because Alex Casey is basically Max Payne. But it also might indicate, like, you know, when he needed the voice that that Alan hears when he hears his fictional character is this Max Payne voice. And so the fact that Thomas Zane talks in the same voice would maybe indicate to me that he's written by Alan Wake. No, sorry, it's because of quarantine. You have to get your own bulletin board and string in pictures. Sorry. How long are these things? I guess I can just quit. I don't think there's anything after this. Oh, there we go. It's skippable. I just had to find the right key to skip it. There we go. Do I really want to quit? Do I? Yes, I do. So I'm going to play Egg Game for a while now, I guess. That was actually shorter than I had anticipated. I thought the last chapter was extra long, but it seems like it was maybe a little bit short. Which is fine. Do you really want to quit? So yeah, depending on the Garbage Day schedule, I believe next week I'm going to stream both DLCs. But depending on Garbage Day schedule, maybe I won't. Maybe I won't. Unsure? You missed all of Alan Wake. Literally all of it. Right. It's not starting until late, and I'm gonna want to sleep in. I'm gonna want to get as much sleep as possible because I'm doing something immediately after Garbage Day ends Sunday. Because I'm an idiot. Let's see if I can find a match sooner rather than later. I got a new sticker. Ooh, that's supposed to be a goatee? Well, I can repurpose it for whatever I want. Don't like these mouths. Should I ruin this adorable Kirby ball? Oh, you're specifically surfing for Alan Wake streams. Well, you missed this one. We just finished the last bit of it. Did it. Oh yeah, no, let's just go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hold on. How do I make them? Oh yeah. Hold on. I think I should probably delete the old ones, right? Yeah. Oh, just this one. Oh, I need a backspace to remove that. Oh, what? That didn't go on. Oh, it's not letting me? What, is there some sort of decency? Decency detector here? What's going on? It won't let me anymore. What the heck? It's like, no. Absolutely no way. I don't know what... I think I broke it. I can't put any of them back. Oh, maybe I was still in resize mode. I don't know, I can't place them anymore. My plan was to make a very large mouth, and then make a smaller mouth inside it. But, I don't know. I guess I don't get to. I feel like I just straight broke it. Like I don't think I was in any weird mode. Because I like went out of resize mode and into normal, what looked like normal placement. I'll try again when this is done. There are limits to how many you can place, but considering I'd already placed one and then deleted it, I feel like I shouldn't have been limited. Oh. Where's my friend? Here's my friend.
2, 1.
Oh, right. That's how it worked. Oops, I got stuck in a corner. That was less good. What? Oh, I got grenaded. That was fine. Fair enough. I think I let my teammate down there. move. Slow field. Slow field just seems so much better than the other balls. Everybody gets the same Wii ball each round, so it doesn't matter that much in this game. Oh, I'm behind on damage on this dude. Yeah. Thank you for finishing him off for me, because I fucked up. I'm letting this guy be the entry fragger and I'm the follow-up, or I'm trying to. I feel like it's the dynamic we're shifting into here. Ah, shit. Oh wow, that guy had way more health than I thought. Yeah, this is dead. I can't.
Round 5.
Nice shot. That's good. Oops. I said stop baiting me. He's running in 100%. Like, you're making fights you don't want to take. Fine, I'll try and go in. You're literally running into them, dude. I can't stop you from running into them. Like, he's literally holding forwards. Not gonna re-queue with that person. I don't understand. Why are they 2v1ing me all the time? Well, because you're walking forwards a lot. Probably. That would be my guess. It just won't let me place new ones.
Aim arena.
That's so weird. I don't know what I did to break this. He is sipping lean, it's true. Yeah, I don't... people don't queue for 2v2 as much as 1v1, so when I queue for both, I tend to get 1v1.
Bizarre.
So I haven't finished my placement masters for 2v2.
Game starts in 3, 2, 1.
Hey, buddy. Nice face. He fired first. It's very bad. I let him because I was having fun, which was my mistake. Damn it. Yeah, if I'd made that last shot, I would have been okay-ish, but now I'm not. I'm super dead. I'm still behind. There's no fun in video games. You can't spell fun with video games. I kind of hate this map, actually. This specific map is very bad to me. With these pillars, I hate them. I never play around them right, I guess. Ooh, that was close. He was gonna rail me if I didn't rail him right there. Let me remember which one of these teleports is which. Oop. Ah, bad time to rail. That was so bad. Yeah, I put that badly, and he's just controlling the main area. I'm very in trouble. Shit, I have 14 HP. I kinda just wanna run into him. Yeah. Oh, if you throw the Wii Ball, it makes a very Yoshi-ish noise. Oh, you get the Wii Ball on your second life of each one in this mode. See, the rocket jump at the start of this map, no one expects it, because everyone just expects to stand on the pedestal and bully over it. So I just go in the corner and do a rocket jump at the start, and they're like, what? Ah, wow, those are good rockets, I guess, getting us that damage. Gah. Come on, you weren't even low enough to die to that rail? How are you not low enough to die to that rail? Oh, you had to spawn right there. That's very bad. He spawned looking at me. That's extremely... That was just an unlucky spawn. I was behind, but that was a really unlucky spawn for me. Fuck, that rocket was actually really good though. I have 1 HP!
Round 7.
Good night, Cajun. I'm in trouble. I'm super fucked, actually. I shouldn't have let him bully me off that. Fair enough. Yeah. I wasn't super crazy about some of the choices I made that round. It's probably already gone by the time I typed that. My rockets were 52% accuracy. Can I see my hole? Its rail was not very good, which I noticed. My rail's generally very, very good. Look at that 42%. My rail's immaculate. Okay, let's see if I can figure out why the fuck it won't let me place anything. Can I place... No? I don't know, it just won't let me place anything no more. Am I not in edit mode? Like, what? What's going on? I feel like I've just found a bug, and it's just like... Oh, wait! Let me place again. Maybe it doesn't want it to be that big. How do I resize? Oh, it's just like, no, that's too big. You can't do. No allow. A little secret. Little secret mouths. Why does it have to wait, Boots? Nothing has to wait. You can play now. Play with me. I'll be nice to you. Friendly Kirby? I can be your angel? Or your devil? Make a whole new face back here. How much can I do? Not a lot of scary things yet.
AIM Arena. Map Mode.
Happy bump day. I like that story about you guys with the knives. That was very good to me.
Game starts in 3, 2, 1.
Ah, shit. Fair enough. He's alone now. Ah, that's bad news. He should have backed out when I wasn't. Oh no, that was his first life. Never mind. He's fine. Yeah, I can shoot through the gate here. The teleporter goes down to there. Oh god, I spawned in the... I spawned in the slow field. That was so discombobulating. And maybe shouldn't happen, but it's fine. Oop, I got knocked away. It's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna get laser a little bit here.
Point. Round 1. Round 4.
Oh god, I think I've talked about it before. I don't know where to stand on this map. Go. GG. Gegif.
Last life.
Gegif. I don't know what Gegif is. What's Gegif? Those two people, by the way, I didn't say while I was playing because it kind of whizzed right by, but the two people I was against, they really like bunching up a lot, which is why I basically just stuck to rockets, because it's like, I already feel like 2v2 or AIM Arena, you want to use rockets a lot for splash and whatever, like probably a bit too much. But like, those two just sat next to each other at the start of every round, and that's not good to do, actually. Aim, rocket, shaft. Oh, so aim arena is what I'm doing, which is just like a 1-on-1 or 2v2. For you old gamers out there, it's called a clan arena mode, where you start with all the weapons. And everybody has 2 lives, and when you die once on your second respawn, you get one of the 4 Wii balls as a sort of little bonus comeback thing. They'll get theirs on their second life too, but you'll know what it is and can maybe play around it a little better. Rocket Arena and Shaft Arena are the same thing, but you only get rockets and you only get the lightning gun. Yeah, full health armor, all weapons, 2 lives, but... yeah, so same thing, but you only get the rocket launcher and you only get the lightning gun, which is way less... This is already a pretty simple mode. I don't need to make it even more simpler. I'm gonna add duel to this. I probably won't get duels, because people queue for aim arenas more than they queue for duels, but, the hell. Don't have enough. Okay. No! Oh, am I out of stickers? Okay, gonna delete one then. Oh yeah. Wait, hold on. Would it be better to... Oh, I can't move it? Are there regular... Yeah, there's free-for-all deathmatch, and I don't really like it. Because I don't really like 8-person free-for-all where you don't start with all the weapons, because it's like... I don't know. And even with all the weapons, the maps are kind of claustrophobic. I just don't like... I've never been a big fan of free-for-all anyway. There isn't a team deathmatch mode, but there's a wipeout mode, which is basically team deathmatch. But with slightly different rules that I think make it more fun. I might do wipeout in a minute. Ooh, we both missed our second one. Oh, that's fair. He wasn't gonna go to the place I'm spamming. He's gonna go to the place I'm not spamming. That's very fair. Gotcha. A lot of people don't even use shaft in this, or rail in this mode. But I do, because my rail's very good, and it's good enough I can depend upon it. Oh, nice one. Oops, I did not mean to fall, and this is like the worst place on this map to be, I think. Where the fuck? Oh my god, I hate these pillars. I should just stop playing around these pillars entirely and do something else, because I always lose when I try and play around them like this. So I'm clearly doing it wrong. I didn't get any. We're completely even on health. I didn't get a single hit. Oh, this sucks. Terrible shot. I think I actually would have hit him if the wall wasn't there. I was predicting his movement around the pillar that I couldn't possibly hit because I wasn't around the pillar. Yeah, I saw that one coming. Oh man. I thought he had way less health than that. Oh shit, he's coming back. Oh, he's up there. Oh, I didn't see him.
Round 4.
Oh, he was extremely ready. Oh no. He knew the rocket jump strat. He knew the rocket jump strat for sure. Oh, I got destroyed. No one is ever ready for that, but he was. He's seen it. Ow. I'm not doing my math right. He's not even close to dead. Oh, he was close to dead now. I almost did my math right. Wow, I shouldn't have won that. I actually used Implosion Ball correctly. Oh, good jump. I'm in trouble. Yeah, that's fair. I don't know why you took that jump. It's not a good jump pad to take. God, I can't do it. Oh, he shot me right when I... He shot me right when I jumped. Oops, that was a waste. I'm in trouble. Yeah, that's reasonable.
Round 6.
Very behind. On that round, I was very behind. I guess I'll go here. This just seems better than everywhere else.
Fight.
Man, my rail has not hit once this game after I talked it up so much.
Last life.
Gotcha. Alright, I'm gonna do some Wipeout. Game Arena's starting to stress me out. It's too late. Yeah, so the thok you're talking about is probably the hit sound, which it makes lighter or deeper noises depending on how much damage the hit does. That doop. Or when I do the shaft, it's like dee 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 dee.
Furnace.
Do we have 4v4? We do. Sick. Already up.
Game starts in 3, 2,
That's pretty good, actually.
1.
I'm into that.
Fight.
I don't know where I'm going. We going up? We going up. God, I don't like that you can just jump up there, apparently. I learned that the other day, and I don't like it. Are we going this way? Okay. I should probably find a place to heal safely if I can't. Dang it. Oh, there's a man who jumped on me. I wasn't ready. I'm not doing so high here. How am I doing? Oh, I'm doing perfectly even and everybody else is sucking.
Round 2.
I'm the only one with kills on my team. That doesn't seem right. I don't feel like I've been playing that great, and I don't feel like they've been playing that poorly from what I've been seeing of them. So
Fight.
I'm surprised about that, but okay. Oops, sorry. Okay. Well. I don't know what the hell I did there. What was that play? I can't tell you. Fair enough. Oh, so this mode, it's 4v4. This is basically the team deathmatch mode. It is also Clan Arena. You start with all the items, and you start with full health. You also start with one healing Wii Ball, which puts down a healing field like this. Which other people should be in this with me, but they decided they'd rather not. Smart. Man, my rail really did get bad, huh? It just like immediately got bad. Anyways, so it's team deathmatch and you have a respawn, but every time, for every death that your team has, your team's respawn is longer. So we have 5 kills, they have 7, so our respawns are longer than theirs, and you win a round when everybody on a team is dead. And the last person alive, if you're the last person alive, you get the Siphonator, so any damage you do, you get some back as health, you reach it, basically. So you have a fighting chance. So egg hunt means there's only one left alive, but they already got a spawn, so it's not that big a deal. You can't really push that advantage. Oops. Oh no, kill him, come on! Oh, that slow field was... If that was him, it was very good.
Wipeout.
There you go.
Round 3.
Oh yeah, and you also get, Oh wow, Automod going crazy again. You get a random Weeball for every round. I have the smoke Weeball. It's got a pretty long cooldown in this mode though, but you can use it again. I never know how to use the smoke Weeball though, so I might not ever use it. I don't remember to use the Weeballs. Oh shit. Oh, that would have been a good time to use it. I mean, like, before I got shot twice. That would have been the thing. That's when you do that, probably. Oops, I didn't mean to use that rail. Oh shit, it didn't stop him from coming up. I'm gonna go this way. Oops, okay. Well, I'm gonna go this way then. Oh, why are you here? Why are you down there? I didn't.
Round 4. Fight.
I'll just rinse and repeat that. Oops, no I won't. Good shot. Gonna go heal. Kind of weird spot to heal in retrospect. I thought I could get a good angle, but I didn't. Oh, I was at the telly. That wasn't bad. I did nothing. You can't just jump up there, huh? That seems wrong to me. I just feel like they're supposed to be one way. He just fell through the ground for a second. That was interesting. I don't know what that was. Okay, well, I guess if 3 people are just going to suddenly appear on me, then sure. I guess that's fine.
Round lost. Round 5.
Okay, so I'm gonna say Skristopher is a little new to this this type of game here. That's fine.
Fight.
It's not so one-sided I'm not enjoying myself, so that's all I really give a shit about. I am leaving. That looks dangerous. Oh, we're surrounded. This is bad news. Oh, why are you there? Ah, up there. I should have backed out. They do. Yeah, this is. It's got the normal strafe jumping movement. I mean, I don't know the exact differences between this and like quick 3 movement, but it's basically quick 3 movement. The main difference to the movement is something I don't really use at all yet. You see these arrows here? That's your dodge. If you hit F and you're on the ground, you'll boost forward, and then it recharges. But it goes away anytime you take damage, so it's really only useful for like starting your movement. Like, it's a good way to build up speed from a standstill, but I think that's all it's good for. Oh, you just kind of came right in on me. Okay. Well, I'm dead. Now, if you don't get hit for a few seconds, or if you get the drop on someone, you can then dodge in the middle of combat. But like, I don't know, that's not intuitive to me, because I'm not used to it, so I like never use dodge, ever. Even from a standstill, I never use it. Yeah, circle jump is using strafe jump to get a boost, basically. I'll just stay, whatever. It's not? It is. That's what strafe jumping is.
Toya Fortress.
Unless there's something different. Yeah, it's like circle jumping is like you start here and you go like, whoop. Oh wait, I fucked it up super bad. You like start from here and then you turn forward as you do that to get like a big boost, right? I'm doing it like super terribly because I never really learned how to properly do strafe movement. I just picked it up. Yeah, I'm doing it very poorly. But yeah, what you're doing is you're using the same mechanic that makes strafe jumping work, which is what I'm doing here. You're just doing it from a standstill to get an extra long jump. Unless it's a different mechanic and I've totally misunderstood why that works. This is what we're doing? This is fun. Oh, we don't have 4v4, we have 3v4. I'll wait 2 bit. Whoa, this dude's using rockets. Party foul. Party foul! Ah, you're the new guy, though. Scrits to fur. You don't know. You don't know. Fake ID is connecting again. Welcome back. I mean, there's just a lot of names for things that are different versions of similar things too, because you want to be able to talk about it quickly. And then sometimes there's genuinely different things, like C-tapping in TF2, which is nothing to do with the rest of the movement mechanics. Not really. Wait, what? You can do that? How'd you do that? I probably just... Oh, that's right. I think the way that rock jumping works in this game is you have to be going fast, and the faster you're going, the higher you jump. So B-hopping is just hopping repeatedly. Like, this is B-hopping. I'm actually not holding forward right now, and you know I'm properly B-hopping because I'm maintaining my speed anyway, because I'm not touching the ground for long enough for my speed to decrease. And B-hopping is the core of a lot of movement mechanics. Like, for instance, now I'm B-hopping with strafe jumping. Because turning in midair, while also turning left while holding the left strafe and turning right while holding the right strafe, make you speed up. And that you can actually see that on the ground. If you look here, hold on, let me find it. You can see a speed meter in the top right here. It says 320 UPS right now. Let's find a flat spot. So if I turn, while holding the strafe button, you notice it goes up. So I'm holding right and turning right. But I'm on the ground, and the ground wants to slow me down to 320 units of speed, so it slows right back down again. But when I'm B-hopping, I don't lose speed, you'll remember, or at least very, very little. So, if I use this to increase my speed while I'm B-hopping so that my speed doesn't decrease, my speed can go up massively. And now you know what strafe jumping is. That's all it is. It's jumping a bunch and turning left and right. But how smoothly you turn your mouse and like the timing of your turn is like surprisingly delicate, and like I'm decent at it for how long I've done it, but like some people are amazing at it. And like stopping for a moment to turn, like some people could have kept a bunch of speed going around that corner. I'm not good enough. I have to like stop for a second. Like you say, oh, I stopped there to go around that corner. Some people can just speed around that corner because they know exactly how long to stop for, and they have the right, and like they know how to turn themselves so that they're already moving that direction a little bit ahead of time. It's just like really, it feels really good the better you get at it. Yeah, we're waiting for 4v4, and sometimes this happens because this game is not super popular. And maybe also the matchmaking doesn't work great. So now we're just kind of waiting. We're fourth, because 3v4 sucks. I'll give it a little bit longer, and then maybe I'll have to just go. Turtle, how is that going to help anybody? I mean, I just explained it. I feel like that was understandable. You didn't listen. That's not my fault. I've, like, never been here. It's nice. Look at this. Hang out here. It's that little camp. Is that so, Turtle? Really? Sometimes you're deliberately unhelpful? Can't imagine. Cannot imagine. This is a little brutal. It does not usually take this long. Is it just too late? I give up. Maybe I'll give up. I kind of wanted to do like one more wipeout and then call the stream, but like, I don't know, maybe I'll find a free-for-all. Will that just take also a long time? Oh! Oh! We got two people. We did it. We did it. So I'm gonna hit ready? Yeah, okay. Let's give him a second to load in just in case. But already waited several minutes. I guess I can wait a couple seconds for them to load in. Oh, this is not so great. I'm in trouble. I shouldn't have gone that direction. I made the mistake. I was still in warm-up mode where I can just wander around like an idiot. Like an idiot. Because it was named that way in the engine files. It was short for giblets. Or giblets? I actually don't know which way you say that. Ah, that guy's gone. Jason. I'm leaving. Goodbye, Mr. Fake ID. Okay, I'll take this one. Yeah, and they look like giblets, and then it was like, they were called that in the engine, and so people started calling it that, and then it was like, oh man, there's so many Gibbs in this game because it looks so cool and violent, and then it was like, oh, you gibbed him, because that's just a way of saying, like, you killed him. Same as Frag, although Frag's origin is darker, because Frag comes from throwing grenades into your officer's tent when you don't like them, in order to kill them and get a better officer. That was a little darker.
Fight.
This was a weird choice I made. I'm gonna sneak up behind them. Maybe they'll let me. Accidentally zoomed for a second there. It's fine. He was right here. He was right here. Know it. Oh, someone left. That's unfortunate. Someone left from our team, actually, but someone else is connecting, so I guess it's fine. Man's doing a good job at running away, and I don't mean that sarcastically. It came out sarcastic, but I meant it. Doing a very good job of keeping me at bay, because he did not want to take this fight. I did a less good job of running away. Later. Oh dear, there's two of them.
Round 3.
Oh yeah. The rail powers up. Every time you hit a shot, it does 5 more damage until you miss a shot. And you actually do get something for consecutive rail hit, like a voice line for it too. I don't remember what it is though. And I'm not sure exactly what creates it. Ah, that missed. Hard to believe that rail missed. I feel like I went right through him. Yeah, the rail increasing shots is one of the things I really like. The base damage is actually a bit low from what you'd expect, like just slightly. And I feel like the fact that it's just a little bit lower than it should be, but then it like does more, you can get really higher than it should be. It encourages you to not just spam rail. It solves a problem I think has been in a lot of arena FPS in like dual modes where you just like sit back and poke rails at each other. It disincentivizes that behavior, but only slightly. And not in a way that makes it like worse to play. I really like it. It's a very good mechanic. You could have healed me, dude. I know you haven't. You keep taking your heal ball out and thinking about dropping it on me and then you don't. That's fair. I did great for. We're in a bad spot. I should probably run, but I'm gonna try and help my friend. I should not have helped my friend. Bye. Oh no. Oh my god, I literally single-handedly turned that round around. I'm saving him with the smoke. That was good. I'm very happy with that.
Fight.
Stop typing? Stop typing. Why are you typing? I can't save you. And now I'm dead. Unfortunate. I ran into that rocket. Why are you pinging me to 4 people? Cool. Yeah, that's fair. Why are we? Yeah, I better stop talking about video games on my channel. How dare you? You piece of shit. You fucking asshole. Garbage game. I don't talk about video games here. This is jocks only. Fuck did he go? I heard him. Guess I didn't hear him right. You like that shot? I like that shot. Oh, he jumped. Got out of my sight line. I don't know how intentional that was, but it was good.
Victory.
Nice shot. Why am I saying it's so sexy? Because I'm like I'm talking like sort of like a sexy denial thing where I'm like, oh, no video games here, and then like I walk in and you're talking about rollback netcode and I'm like, what's that? Some nerd shit? Get that nerd shit out my fucking Twitch channel. This is a hangout stream. A real life hangout stream where I go to bars. And then you're like, well, sorry, sir, I just want to talk about the rollback netcode. And I'm like, no. We're going to talk about something else now. And then I guess it turns into a porno. I don't know, I'm going with this one. I can't connect it.
3, 2, 1. Fight.
I know I'm following this person. Just them. Ugh, that would have hit if there wasn't walls in the way. For frame shadowing. Beautiful. I would have hit that shot too if, like, he wasn't dead already, I guess. So it's... Oh no, move, move, move. I don't know why I can't walk through my teammates in this game, honestly. I feel like you should be able to. It feels weird that you don't. I think at a high enough speed you do. Goodbye, you're dead. You are too. Wait, did that guy not? Oh no, he did. He died from falling off the edge. You just don't get credit for it. You should get credit for that, for knocking people off the edge, but you don't. Well, that was a weird ass engagement. I think I gave more than I got. Overture is one of the Guilty Gears. I don't remember which one actually offhand. We are ahead by 2 kills, and they've only got 1 alive, so we should theoretically kill someone before they get 3 spawns, but maybe we won't. We should be pushing this, but that person's hiding. Oh, I can do this. I can zoom when I'm spectating. That's fun. I bet this is a good streaming experience.
Egg hunt.
I have 2 HP. Damn, what the fuck? He just shot up those fucking stairs. That was insane. I can't even move close to that fast up those stairs. That guy's ridiculous. Holy shit. Like, I literally went to cut him off and he just did that. He just did that. That was ridiculous. Oh, Overture's the 4-player free-for-all thing. Ah, okay. Oh no, Overture's the like, isn't it a Dynasty Warriors? I thought it was a Dynasty Warriors. Fucking dude was ridiculous. I'm still not over it, how fucking insane he was moving around the map. Like, most people when they're the last person alive and they need to live for a while, they'll hide in a corner. He just went so fast nobody could touch him. Insane. Just absolutely insane. This is dead though, we win. Right? Oh no, we're down to 1. There you go.
Round 2. Wipeout. Round 3. Fight.
Okay, you can get those kills by yourself, it's fine. Oh, this is bad news. I don't want to be here. Just right on me, I guess. That's fine. I don't mind it. I'm fucked. I was getting shoved into the doorway by that guy came up behind. And now you're all alone with 20 health. I'm sorry. Oop. I didn't know I was there. It was sneaky. Okay. It's up there.
Point. Wipeout. Round 4.
Got him. That was fun. I just kind of went in on it because I knew I'd hit 2 people with rockets. So I'd trade better damage than I got. Sometimes you just want to walk in on people. It's fun. Oops, I didn't want to use that.
Victory.
Alright, I'm gonna call it there. That was a good end. Egg. Egg. I'd like to move these down. Let me just do a little bit of the... Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, that's perfect. Oh, I'm in love with this. Oh, it's perfect. Alright, I'm gonna call it. Good night, everybody. Have sweet dreams. Don't stay awake. Egg work perfect. And we'll do the DLC next week. And then probably Control, unless I'm wrong and all the Control DLC isn't out yet, in which case I'll wait and do something else. But I think it all is. Good night.